The final chapter on JFK, Chapter 13, Segment 2, Silent Press Conference.
Welcome back. This is Segment 2, Silent Press Conference. Think about that for a second. Press conference, that's understandable. Silent press conference, how can that be? Somebody created a novel way to have Lee Harvey Oswald put in front of the public, away from protection, and displayed with a chance for him to be killed. On late Friday evening, it was decided to hold a midnight silent press conference of Lee Harvey Oswald to the media. The decision for the press conference was reached by Dallas District Attorney Henry Wade, Dallas Police Chief Jesse Curry, and Dallas Homicide Captain Will Fritz. The purposeless silent press conference in which no questions were to be asked of Oswald. Only Oswald would be displayed at the midnight press conference, unguarded like a sitting duck. Dallas Police Chief Jesse Curry was told by his subordinates that if Oswald was to be shown to the public at the private press conference, he should be placed behind a nearby protective screen. Curry refused. Curry's subordinates also suggested that officers surround Lee Harvey Oswald to supply him with protection. Again, the chief refused. Thus, the silent press conference, which was conducted at the Dallas Police Department's basement, was done at the suggestion of the chief, who ignored supplying protection of any type for the alleged assailant, and who held the press conference in the basement assembly room before an estimated crowd of 70 to 100 people, where the conference did not require identification for anyone to enter, authorization for anyone to enter. Rather, it was completely open to anyone and everyone that could get into the basement assembly room that evening. Among those people was Jack Ruby. All of this makes no sense until one realizes that Jack Ruby was allowed into the room and was standing only a few feet from Lee Harvey Oswald with a loaded pistol in his pocket. This was Ruby's first opportunity to execute Oswald, but he did not carry out this assignment at the time. Chances are strong that Ruby would have shot Oswald during the press conference if the press conference had not been abruptly terminated because a reporter violated the silence rule and shouted out a question to Oswald, asking him for his reaction to the newly filed criminal charges against him for the killing of the president. These were the charges that Oswald had not even been told about. And of course, once that question was blurted out, the press conference was terminated and Lee Harvey Oswald was led away, but fortunately, he was able to answer one or two questions from a local television station with the transcript appearing on the green screen right now in front of you. Oswald stated the following: "I really don't know what the situation is about. No one has told me anything except that I am accused of murdering a policeman. I know nothing more than that. I do request somebody to come forward to give me legal assistance." So we know at this stage, less than 12 hours after Oswald's arrest, he wants a lawyer, but he does not receive legal assistance at all, even up until his death. When asked by the reporter whether he killed the president, Oswald stated, "No, I have not been charged with that. In fact, no one has said that to me yet. The first thing I heard about it was when the newspaper reporters in the hall asked me that question." Clearly, the intent was to take Lee Harvey Oswald into that silent press conference, stupid and unaware that he had even been charged with the murder of President John F. Kennedy. I'm not much of a betting person, but if I had been around on November 22nd in the evening when the Dallas police and the Dallas district attorney held their silent press conference, I would have bet that Lee Harvey Oswald would have been shot by Jack Ruby right there at the spot. Fortunately, Oswald got to live another 36 hours because the silent press conference didn't stay silent. Now, things got much worse for Lee Harvey Oswald in the next 36 hours. And that is, he became a lamb to slaughter. See you in that segment.